Hi guys, wandering around Poundland again, looking for inspiration. Found these reusable plates, so they're plastic, 4-pack, which is handy, because as usual I'm thinking rubber band powered car, wheels. I was looking at them and feeling across that label there appears to be a little indentation for the centre of the plate. And if I peek underneath here, I can see a little bump in there as well. Because when you use something like this for a wheel, the difficulty is finding the centre to put the axle on. Because if you miss the centre, then obviously your wheel's not going to run true. Yeah, there we are. You've got a little, dare I say it, little nipple in the middle there. So you have anything special written on them? Wash before first use, do not microwave, not suitable for dishwasher, not suitable for freezing. Okay. I don't remember how expensive they were, but knowing me, I don't like to pay more than £1 for anything. They may have been around £1, I would think. But yeah, there we are. We've got the centre marked. Now we've got two choices here. We could just poke a hole through there and put an axle through, which would be fine if you're only intending to ever use them for your rubber band powered car. Then just drilling a hole through would do the job. But I'm thinking 3D print a hub to go in the middle to put the axle on the hub. I'm just trying to figure out if I can make use of that indentation to align the hub. I think the easiest thing is just have a hole in the middle of the hub so you can move it around and you'll feel it go over that little indentation. And then if I just have some legs sticking out from the hub, we can put sticky tape on them just to hold it in place while we use it. And then when we've finished using it for our rubber band powered car, I can take the hub back off again. And we've got 4 plates we can use in the garden, I suppose, for picnics or whatever. So that's what I'm going to do. I shall do a bit of 3D designing to make a hub. And then we'll just stick it on there. I'll use one of my existing rubber band powered car chassis. So I'll put a link in the video description to whatever the original build was, because this is just about, can we use these for wheels? Well, to be honest, this is very similar to one I did in a previous episode. Just slightly different shape, slightly bigger. But that should do the job. We need 3 of them. 4 of them. 3 more. 48 minutes, 40 seconds. Right. There we are. As you can see, I've already done 3 of them. Oh, and it's a very, very similar design to one that I used on a previous rubber band powered car. Very similar, but not exactly the same. I've actually made this one wider because it's bigger plates, and thinner because I didn't need it to be as strong as I made that one. This one I put sticky tape on the back, double-sided sticky tape to put it in place. Whereas this time we're using duct tape, as you can see. So I'll put that one down on the floor. Put that there. Get some bits of duct tape ready. as I said, these plates have got a little mark right in the middle. So if you just wanted to drill a hole in there and put the axle straight in, that would work. It would wobble around a bit. You could thicken it up with a bit of card on there to make it a bit thicker so the wheel didn't wobble around quite so much. I just happen to have a 3D printer. So what I'll do, I've made these so if you line them up with the edge, then, not that you can see it, you might be able to see it. See that white dot is right in the middle. By lining these up with the edge. So what I'll do now, I don't think, oh hang on, let's move the camera a bit. Right, you can see my knees. So, line that up. Because the whole idea of doing it this way is when we've finished, we can take it off and use the plates for their original purpose. Whereas if you drilled a hole in them, obviously they'd be ruined. So there's our wheel. This chassis I've used on all sorts of different projects. Rubber band projects and other ones. It's got bits on there that we don't need. I'll just leave them on there for storage. And you can actually twist it a bit to adjust the steering as well, because these are just a push fit. So there'll be a link in the video description to previous builds. Already got some rubber bands on there. And I've actually got a 3D printed hook on the end there that allows us to either use the thickness of the axle, or if we need more torque for acceleration, we've got this wider section on it, which might be important with big wheels, because you need quite a bit of torque to get them turning to begin with. Anyway, there's our front wheels. There's our back wheels. Close up of that thing I'm talking about. So it's got a little peg on it to hook the rubber band onto. But if you wrap the rubber band around the wider bit, that gives it more leverage, more torque to turn the bigger wheels to get it moving. Once it's moving, you can have the rubber band on the thinner bit, so it goes further. So, rubber band on that little hook, just hold it in place. Wrap it around a good few times, and then last few turns round the thicker bit. And so say that gives us more leverage or more torque to actually get it moving to begin with. If you haven't got a wider bit there, you may have trouble turning bigger wheels if you're just using the thickness of the axle. If you try it out, you'll find out what I mean. Anyway, we'll put that on the floor and give it a run. I don't think I actually need the wider bit, but I'll use it for demonstration purposes. There we go. So there we are, it works. That was really just about using plastic plates for wheels and how to do it. Check the video description for the rest of the build. Right, so project done. So we can restore the plates to normal use. No damage done to them at all.